Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Mission Country on the Road. We are excited again to be back. We had a little technical difficulty toward the end of the show last night, but we got that fixed. But we changed it up a little bit, so we're going to get started here. Here's a song that I wrote a few years back, Granny's song, and I want to start the show off tonight doing it for you, so I hope you enjoy it. She didn't own a home, never drove a car, but if you knew her, she lived for treasures that money cannot buy. In a two-room flat on borrowed ground, family and friends came from miles around to share a cup of coffee and one of her fried pies. But what I would give to hear her say, "Could you run me to town today? And if you have time when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat." Oh, we could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life, the love of God and the love of family. She'd work a miracle with just a few things, then she'd spread a feast fit for a king. And I remember she always said, "This ain't gonna be no count." But I sat by her bed those last few days, held her hand and I heard her say, "Son, you're beautiful, I love you, there's no doubt." Oh, but what I would give to hear her say, "Could you run me to town today? And if you have time when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat." Oh, we could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life, the love of God and the love of family. Now she looks down from the happy side of forever, while we look through the questions and this pain. And through our tears we hear her voice asking us to make the right choice and not let foolish pride stand in our way. Oh, but what I would give to hear her say, "Could you run me to town today? And if you have time when you stop by, I'll fix you something to eat." We could learn if we tried the secret of her simple life, the love of God and the love of family. It was the love of God and the love of family. granny song, original, that we do around here. A lot of people love it, love it, love it, love it. Makes them think like I do of their granny. And them memories are priceless. And so hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for listening. Being on here tonight, that's special, and I'm happy to be here. I'm drinking from my Phone in Heaven coffee mug tonight. And once again, it has made this coffee taste wonderful. You know, it's kind of like that favorite shirt you have that always fits right, or that favorite garment you have that you're just comfortable in. That's the way I feel when I drink out of this Phone in Heaven coffee mug. And I believe it would have the same effect on you. And of course, we have them at MikeManuel.com, and you ought to get you some. But since we're on the subject of Phone in Heaven, I thought maybe I'd do the daddy version tonight of Phone in Heaven and see if maybe that wouldn't encourage some people, maybe give you some more good memories. Well, good morning, Jesus. Yes, it's me again. But I did not call this time to get forgiveness for all those sins. I called to talk to Daddy, and I know He's up there with you. If there's a phone up in heaven, then Jesus, would you put me through and give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear His sweet voice one more time, for I want Him to know how much I'm thinking of Him. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, put my daddy on the line. All those things I should have told him while I still had that chance. Oh, but one day, Lord, you took him without warning in advance. And I'm begging now, please give me just one more opportunity. Oh, and if you've got a phone there in heaven, let my daddy talk to me and give me one more chance to tell him how much I love him. Oh, let me hear Daddy's sweet voice one more time, for I want him to know how much I'm thinking of him. Oh, and if there's a phone up in heaven, put my daddy on the line. If there's a phone up in heaven put my daddy on the line. Yeah, there's a phone in heaven put daddy on the line, a little revised version of a very, very popular song, which is the original, the mama version. Oh, that coffee's good. That's hitting the spot, hitting the spot. It was in church last Sunday morning. Hey, you were sitting at the end of my pew when I called my heart talking to you. Now I didn't hear too much of that sermon, but when it ended I was feeling brand new. Oh, and I gotta know, was your heart talking to? Hey, was your heart talking? Did it mention my name? Did it beat a little harder when you looked my way? Whisper any promises that I love you? Hey, who was your heart talking to? Now you know hearts, they do a lot of talking, and sometimes talk is cheap. But I heard mine stutter, then it skipped a beat. It said some things it don't usually say. Then I heard something coming to you. Hey, was that a little murmur, or was your heart talking to? Yeah, was your heart talking? Did it mention my name? Did it beat a little harder when you looked my way? Whisper any promises that I love you? Hey, was your heart talking to? Now the first two things that crossed my mind: this ain't the place, this ain't the time. Then something hit me from up above, said there's no better place to be talking about love. So was your heart talking? Did it mention my name? Beat a little harder when you look my way? Whisper any promises, I love you? Hey, was your heart talking to? Was your heart talking to? Was your heart talking to? Yeah. Thought I'd pick it up a little bit. How's everybody doing tonight? Shanna Doherty, good to see you. Nancy Bernie, I didn't catch you fast enough. Janelle Siprit. Honey, good to see you. Thank you for the comment. Lisa Dawn. And Joe Winsel. Vincent Orr and Paula Lane, and Miss Susan E. Johnson is gracing us with her presence again tonight. Nancy Bernie, that was it, all right. Anyway, that's the Facebook crowd. That'll get us started. I think we got a request for this last night, and things kind of went dark toward the end there. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and the best for a world of lost sinners was slain. So I'll cherish the till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. And to the old rugged cross I will ever be true. Its shame and reproach I'll gladly bear, till it calls me away to my home far away, where forever His glory will share. So I'll cherish the old rugged cross till my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. Yeah, well, that one never gets old, never goes out of style. People just love it. Always gets a lot of views when we post it. So there you go. Well, you know, when we had a church in Texas, and you know, leading service. Now, we were those Pentecostal people, and so the worship was sometimes could get a little out of bounds, you know, and you know what I'm talking about, especially if you're Baptist or Church of Christ or maybe Catholic, Lutheran, some of those. God loves all of us, but sometimes, you know, how you come up in church is a little different. Well, it's a lot different. You know, our church was, if you never had been around any of that kind of a worship service, then sometimes people would come in and they wanted to make sure they knew where the door was because they felt like they might need to get out. And but anyway, we're all different, and I think that's what makes a flavorful world for, I mean, you know, that keeps the variety. Somebody said that was the spice of life. So I guess all these different practices, worship practices and whatever, makes the world turn. So anyway, it keeps us spicy. But sometimes I think about doing that, especially when I sing these choruses, because we would start a chorus, and when I was leading it, I hardly ever stopped and started a new one. I just blended right into the next one and just kept going. And anyway, I know some of you know what I'm talking about, and some of you probably have heard about what I'm talking about, but well, I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in, and then a little light from heaven filled my soul. He bathed my heart in love, and He wrote my name above. And Just a little talk with Jesus makes me whole. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about our troubles. He'll hear our faintest cry. He will answer by and by. When you feel a little prayer will turn, then you know a little fire is burning. You'll find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Well, I may have doubts and fears, my eyes be filled with tears. Jesus is a friend who watches day and night. I can go to him in prayer. He knows my every care. Just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Now let us have a little talk with Jesus. Tell him all about our troubles. He'll hear our faintest cry. He will answer by and by. When you feel a little prayer will turn, and you know a little fire is burning, you'll find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. 'Cause I'm in the way, the bright and shining way. I'm in the glory land way. Heaven is nearer as the way groweth clear. I'm in the glory land way. You get the point? Sometimes we'd get going so good and it'd just be hard to shut it off, you know. Sometimes you just let everybody play their instruments and just keep going and keep going. But anyway, I'm kind of having a good time around here. I hope you are. I can't help but believe that some of you clapping your hands, tapping your toes, and might even be jumping around a little bit. I want to do I want to do something off of our newest CD, which is getting old. It's time to get some more music. I tell you, I'm really ready to get some new music, and I'm gonna go ahead and warn you, it's gonna be pretty country. Okay, it's gonna be pretty country, and anyway, I'll just be glad when it gets here. Now this one, I never will forget when we was laying out the CD cover and, you know, putting the titles and everything on, and I thought, now this is going to raise some eyebrows. This is going to turn some heads, but it's called Singing the Hell Out of Country Music. Dad was playing the bars when I was born, so I was raised on country songs. If drinking didn't kill me, the memories would, from Haggard all the way to Jones. I was a branded man till I altered my plan, joined the staff of the great physician. I got a shot of good news, goes with the blues. I'm on a country music mission. I'm just a writer of songs, righting some wrongs in the music that had me bound, removing the burn from the things that I learned while my heroes were getting down, down, down. Songs about life and the choices we made that help us all get through it. So don't be alarmed if I was down at the bar singing the hell out of country music. Well, I've already lost some Christian friends by hanging with those rowdy crowds. But while they're warming the pews with the chosen few, I'm putting hellfires out inside those old swinging doors. I got a voice, I plan to use it. So love me or leave me, I got folks who need me, singing the hell out of country music. I'm just a writer of songs, righting some wrongs in the music that had me bound, removing the burn from the things that I learned while my heroes were getting down, down, down. Songs about life and the choices we made that help us all get through it. So don't be alarmed if I'm down at the bar singing the hell out of country music. Somewhere in country music heaven, all my heroes are singing along, and I can almost see the possum grinning while he listens to the words of this song. 'Cause they're words about life and the choices we make that help us all get through it. So don't be alarmed, I'm just down at the bar singing the hell out of country music. Well, love me or leave me, I got folks who need me, singing the hell out of country music. All right, there you go. Now you know what I'm talking about. And you know, sometimes, don't get me wrong, I miss being on the stage and singing and performing in front of people. I do miss that. I don't miss all the stuff that goes with it. The bad offerings, the road food all the time, motels, travel. I don't miss that part of it, but I do miss the connection, and that's why I try to do that while we're on here the best I can. But anyway, I'm just thankful that God has blessed us to be able to do this, and that's why we do it. We just feel like we're doing what we should be doing, because behind the scenes there's a lot of other things going on, and it's just the way it needed to be. And I appreciate all you guys, your support, all the things you've done through the years. We've been doing this for a while now, just what we're doing here, and thanks to all you guys, we're able to do it and still doing it. And when I say able, what I mean is it's no fun singing if nobody comes on, but we've got folks on TikTok and got over 100,000 followers now on TikTok, and still good, healthy 513,000 on Facebook, and YouTube 200 and something thousand still there. And it's really kind of been on autopilot. I mean, I still post videos just about every single day, and it all works together, you know. And it you know, you don't make much money. Money on Facebook is based on the views you get, and you got to get a gazillion of them to make any money. So that's not what it's about. But the music gets out there. People order the digital downloads or the CDs and those kind of things. It all kind of works together, and that's why we do it. And we'll be doing it until we maybe think we ought to do something else. And, you know, so there you go. Now, last night, because the lights went out in Nashville in our place, not the whole city, but we weren't able to do our giveaway. And so we're going to do that tonight. That was one of the reasons we couldn't. The other one is because we didn't get the name. But tonight, we're going to be giving away last night's and tonight. So there's actually two different chances here for you to win a free CD. So we're going to start out with tonight, Rhonda Edwards. Rhonda Edwards is our winner for tonight. And congratulations to you. Thank you so much for putting your name in the hat. And then, of course, last night's, was that last night's or tonight? What did I say? Anyway.
You said tonight.
Tonight. Last night's winner, can't believe I'm making them wait, is Julie McNeil Caudill. Julie McNeil Caudill, if I'm saying that right. And so we got Julie McNeil and Rhonda Edwards. Congratulations to both of you. I'm going to go ahead and remind you what to do. Private message us on Facebook Messenger with your email address and your physical address. We need your email address and your physical address. And the reason we ask you to do it on Facebook Messenger is because that comes straight directly to us, and we don't have to go hunting around trying to find out where you might have put it. So if you'll do that, Facebook Messenger, email address and physical address, and when we get that information, we'll be sending you a CD. And you know, there's some weeks that we I wouldn't say the whole week, but probably so. Some weeks we're only mailing out the free CD, and so want you to know that we're dedicated to it and committed. And if we say you won, we're gonna get it to you. And so anyway, you know what to do. Congratulations once again to Rhonda Edwards and Julie McNeil Caudill. And thank you for being here. Now, if you're listening tonight on TikTok, Facebook, or YouTube, remember that the way we do this is you come on early and you comment in the comment section one time, and you just write these words, "Here for 30." And that connects that comment to your name, and that's what gets your name in the hat. So it's real simple. And so we hope that you will do that, and that this show and Tish and I continue to be a blessing in your life. And I know many of you say it often, how much the song, and you look forward to the shows all 3 nights every week. And so God bless you. I guess it's about time for us to get out of here. Is it time, darling?
Yes. Yes, it is. It is.
So, anyway, I can hum and play all night long. She'll get over here in a minute.
I'm moving slow.
All right, God bless you. We'll see you guys tomorrow.